games that we expected this year.
We don't want to be
I
muted.
don't think there were that.
Don't
many
pay
surprises.
attention to
There's
the
a
distance that you're
PSVR
running
lineup that I
from
think that's
anyone,
rare,
anywhere.
but-
How have you never heard that song?
Don't understand.
You want to flip to main camera?
Yeah, I did. Then I'll give you that view now, since we're not.
Hey.
Okay.
People seem bummed out by that press conference.
It was lackluster.
You can't kill it every year, and
Yeah.
that was fine.
It's true.
So,
Yeah, but it was. I think people look forward to the surprises. There really weren't any.
There were. Well, yeah, there weren't.
I mean, one was an old game that looks awesome,
Which-
and I'm happy about.
I
I'm very
honestly
happy.
think
But
I'm
it's
most
PSG.
excited about that. Of everything that was announced,
I mean,
I'm most excited about that.
I'm excited about that. I thought the Spider-Man shit looked great. I mean, they already
Yeah, that was
announced
cool.
that, but that looked great. What was the the Monster Hunter thing was cool.
Monster Hunter World was cool. The Shadow of the Colossus thing, I don't know, kind of.
But let me
not
say,
a lot.
let me say that
Yeah,
a lot
I mean,
of
God
times
of War
when
was already ready to
don't,
go.
God of War was there.
when they don't have a lot, other companies have been known to stretch it out and then kind of like fill it with shit.
Yeah.
And they didn't do that.
That's
and I
that's true.
appreciate that it was an hour.
That was only an hour.
It was an hour.
Microsoft was 2 hours,
Oh.
and we were fucking making
Yeah.
eggy in a basket.
Half an hour into it, it was like, oh man.
Yeah,
was
see,
boring.
so, like,
Yeah.
I don't know. And as we were saying, this year for video games has probably been like one of
Yes.
the best ever.
Absolutely.
So I'm told. I mean,
Yeah.
I have no complaints.
Yeah, I'm not
2015.
like down in the dumps about it, but I am just you always love the surprises.
Sure.
Dominic always tells me, he's like, 2015 ruined it because they dropped Final Fantasy VII Remake, Shenmue 3, all this stuff,
Yeah.
and he's like, and none of that shit's ever coming out anytime soon. But I'm like, yeah, but I go into E3 knowing that. I just like the fun of the industry showing their shit.
Right.
Even if I don't play FF7 Remake until I'm 50, I still like the just the pandemonium of the whole thing. So in that sense, yeah, that wasn't there. But whatever, there's solid games being worked on, so whatever. Sony is in this middle year right now where I feel like all these big games we knew about are still being worked on.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what was disappointing about the Microsoft one is it's like all their big shit kind of came out. So I thought, well, this keynote will be like they're going to drop the bombs then. They've been saving. And then that didn't happen.
It is weird that the super hot thing was not in the main.
Yeah.
So yeah, I
Show.
didn't even get to see
It
that.
was like they had
That
a
was in the
pre-show,
pre-show.
and
Huh.
it was the thing. Yeah, it was VR super hot.
Save that for the VR section of
I know.
Yeah.
games that didn't look VR.
So tomorrow is Nintendo, but it's like 25 minutes. I was told. It's super
It's not-
short.
They're not just
I've
doing
heard
Nintendo
that, but I don't know if
Direct.
that's
It's
true.
direct.
It's a direct, yeah. And that's tomorrow at like
Smart.
9 a.m.
Nintendo's the smartest, man. They are not going to have audio issues.
No, their thing is
produced.
done. Their thing's done right now.
Yeah.
But tomorrow they hit play. And that's it.
Will it be streaming on the Switch?
I don't know about that.
Does the Switch
It'll
have like
probably be up to watch after, but I bet it wouldn't
Live
be
streaming, I don't see.
Yeah,
them
do they
doing
have
that.
like a live streaming thing on Switch?
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
Apple didn't even do that till just recently. Like,
Yeah, that's fairly recent.
yeah.
But,
yeah.
I might be here. I might stream that. I might.
Hmm.
I'll think about it.
No hardware. There was a rumor Sony might show hardware.
Yeah,
Hardware for what?
There was a rumor
Portable.
that they had a portable they were going to show,
Oh.
which everyone's like, dude, the Vita died. Like they're
Yeah.
not going to do it. But some
Although-
people were like, oh, it could have been like a Switch type of thing.
They made a big
But-
deal out of they made a big deal out of that Undertale for Vita.
Yeah. But I don't think it's cost them anything to port indies to the Vita.
No.
I think that's just like, why not?
And everyone who has a Vita is only playing like Japanese, like indie release, or
Yeah.
like very limited release.
Yeah.
That's all that's coming out for that thing.
Yeah.
Was last year Resident Evil 7?
Yes.
That was a surprise.
Now that was one of the best reveals ever
Yeah.
because you got all the info first.
Right.
What game is this? It's Resident Evil 7. And to the cherry on top, it's out in January. And they stuck to it.
Yeah.
It was in VR. They delivered on every
Yeah,
level.
they
That was
did.
one of the best reveals ever.
They
I
did a good
really
job.
think that. And that game came out. It was great.
Super good.
You know, if it wasn't for Zelda, that'd be my favorite game this year.
Me too.
But
Yeah.
damn it, Zelda.
Damn you, Zelda.
Zelda's
Swooped
good.
in. I gotta give it to Zelda.
I gotta ask Capcom when they still haven't dated that story DLC for Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
Did you play any of the actual DLC? Like the
No,
I bought it and I haven't played it
I
yet.
bought it all and I haven't played
I don't know
any of it
anyone
either.
that played them.
Yeah.
My brother
'cause
got them
it's-
too. It was the same thing.
They're just like separate puzzles. It's not like your main quest through the house, you know, like that new one that's coming though is.
Yeah.
And some of them worked they were like horde mode or like arrange modes where it didn't really work in the VR. Stuff like that.
So with Nintendo's thing coming up,
Right.
Yeah.
my greatest hopes with that are give us the date of Mario. Like,
Sure.
date it. Don't delay it, hopefully.
yeah.
Whatever. But give us a date on that. Give me some new info on that. I know that's my most anticipated game right now.
Which-
like Death Stranding, that's awesome, but I still don't know what that is.
Yeah.
You know, but
You're
Mario,
talking New Dunk City Mario.
I'm really,
Yeah,
I'm
not-
really excited for South Park.
Rabbids.
Very excited for South Park.
yeah, South Park is going to
I
be
think
good.
that's very.
That last South Park was my favorite game of the year when the year that came out. I thought that was a great presentation front to back.
Right.
You know, yeah, a lot of it, because I remember Derek bringing up, he's like, are you really like the menus were shitty, the graphics were shitty. I mean, obviously because it's South Park, but he's like, but does that constitute game of the year? But I was like, yeah, but Derek, they stuck to that from front to back. It was all in the context of South Park, and I thought it worked so good.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want them to announce, give me a date on Xenoblade 2. There's no way that's coming out this year. They're going to announce a delay for that.
Wait. Xenoblade 2.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Really?
They announced it for
They announced
for
that
Switch.
when they announced like stuff for the Switch months ago.
That's right. Okay.
Yeah,
January.
That team made another game though that you didn't like.
They
right?
played Xenoblade Chronicles X.
Yes.
This is actual successor.
This is a successor to the first game. Okay.
That other X was like something else.
Different universe.
So we're back to the
Not- and I didn't
Bionis
think it was very
leg,
fun.
the Bionis
I think
arm,
so.
and all.
I
Okay.
think so.
All right, Shulk, I'm in.
But so I'm hoping for those things in terms of a new game. I mean, a new IP, great. Because Nintendo has proved now they can make a new thing. And people dig it. I mean, Splatoon, everyone talks shit on, like, oh, that'll never go anywhere. And I mean,
Dude,
people embrace
so
it.
good.
Right.
So a new IP, yes. But if we're talking like what new game from an existing franchise, give me fucking Metroid. Please give me a new Metroid. Give me not next gen, current gen, whatever. Metroid. Oh, I'd be all over that. Yeah, and you know, if you want to make it 2D, that'd be awesome. But if you want to make it 3D or first person, hey, those controls, those work perfect.
Yeah.
Like the Wii controls for Metroid Prime are awesome because you're walking forward with that, and the Wii remote is your aim. You can do that with the Switch Joy-Cons, easy. You can just set it there and just, oh man, give me that. Give me that.
Okay, I'll give it to you.
I think Reggie's probably listening right now. So
He's definitely
Reggie.
watching.
Definitely.
I saw when I walked up to E3 today an SUV, like a fancy ass SUV. What's the fanciest SUV?
Escalade?
Like it must have been an Escalade.
Yeah, blacked out with tinted
Yep.
windows.
Yeah.
Rolled up with the Nintendo logo on the side. All these Japanese guys came out.
Murdered out.
And I
dog.
said, "Who are you fucking dorks?"
Yeah.
I said that.
And they said, "Here's."
And they said,
went,
"Fuck you."
And they
to
went,
you.
"Non desu ka?"
What does that mean?
Please.
Okay.
Like you don't know. All right. But anyway, yeah, so that's my hope for tomorrow.
Okay. It's a good hope.
But I feel like, yeah, I don't know.
It's hard to find new IPs in that Sony press conference. What was new that was
Yeah,
really
what was
impressive?
a new thing?
Because the
mouse
one in
VR?
Microsoft,
Yeah, the mouse.
yeah, that mouse,
Moss.
Which I still don't
Moss.
really get. How am I playing that? I don't
Yeah.
get. I don't get that.
Maybe it's not supposed to be VR. I don't know.
It's supposed
I
to
was
be VR.
hoping they'd bring Summer Lesson here. They didn't do that in VR. You know, the girl's trying to do her homework and you help her.
I don't know.
They
about
didn't bring
this.
that here.
Shit.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Yeah, like new IP, not a lot.
No.
The Last Night, whatever, or that pixelated one that we keep talking about,
Yeah.
that's very Blade Runner looking.
Yeah.
That was my favorite kind of new IP from the Microsoft press conference.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can pick one, or because I don't know what was new in the Sony thing.
No, nothing.
It's
really.
all like God of War's been. I mean, it's a
Yeah,
new
stuff
spin
that's been
on
announced.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a
New spins on a lot of stuff. I mean, even again, the Spider-Man thing. Like
Well, even
that's
just-
we've never
True.
seen that.
You know
but-
what?
That's kind of a new
That's
IP.
a new. I
Yeah.
mean, it's
Yeah, new IP Spider-Man.
it's not, but it's
But it's
never
like
been
a
done
new-
before like
yeah.
this.
In that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Kind
It's like when they
of.
did Arkham Asylum. It's like it was.
It's a new take.
It's a new take on a classic
Yeah,
character.
but what's something that's not a fucking comic book or a movie tie-in? It really
Dragon
man.
Ball.
What was that biker one that we
Oh.
we watched? We didn't care about.
Days Gone.
Days Gone.
Yeah.
It's just it's done. We've done the post-apocalyptic zombie thing.
Ubisoft showed their pirate game
Skull
today,
and Bones.
Skull and Bones. That could be interesting.
You know what? I was all the way in until I saw the gameplay, and then I checked out.
Was it bad?
real
Yeah,
quick.
huh? Kind of.
Microsoft had a big pirate
Yeah.
thing too, and
Yeah,
was
I
not
thought that
feeling
looked stupid to me.
Well, the
We were.
idea-
You mean? I agree.
I think it looked like garbage.
Yeah.
Skull and Bones. If I feel like if I learned it, may be fun. But it's really funny. We were talking about it again on the set when it was playing. I was like, man, for 10 years, pirates was a pirate thing was a dead concept.
Right.
Yeah.
And now I feel like everyone's
It's
like, yeah,
coming back.
pirates.
Too
pirates.
much.
I didn't know about that. How they showed off a pirate thing. That,
Mhm.
Yeah, Ubisoft showed a brand new series.
And it's like you can customize your ship. It looks like,
Yeah.
and like have your own crew.
It looked like there were lots of cool things in it, but yeah, the actual
Right.
gameplay
The
was like
gameplay
what?
was like-
It's like tactical ship battle shit.
Yeah, which maybe Derek would be into, but it wasn't from my.
I could
thing.
see that. I could see
Yeah.
Derek being into that, but yeah,
Yeah.
I was on the same page. I was just like,
But
yeah.
people say
I don't know.
that
Derek
if you
game.
play Assassin's Creed, you'll know it's fun because people did like that in Assassin's Creed. So
really in that Black Flag one.
Yeah, and
That
they
was-
said that
that's
they
true.
just ripped off that engine.
Really?
100%.
Yeah.
It's the same engine.
They said
I
it's
didn't
that
play that.
game with Assassin's Creed out.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
And I did like the Pirates Assassin's Creed.
I never played it, but
Like
was it
for
good?
what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It came free with my Xbox One when I bought it, so I was like,
Right.
I'll play it.
Yeah.
And it was like, okay, that was fun. An Assassin's Creed every 5 years is probably pretty fun.
Yeah.
I don't need more than that, so I'll give a shot to the Origins one. I'll
Give
try
him a
it,
shot.
but it just depends on what else comes out at that time.
Hmm.
I'm still miffed that they fucked up the Revolutionary War one. That was the one I
Yeah,
wanted to
they
play.
fucked that up.
I was so ready for that, and then it was like, nah, sorry, everything's broken.
Yeah.
You big George Washington fan, so
Yeah, there was DLC for it. Do you remember this?
yeah.
Yeah.
King Washington.
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 Yeah, that was
Long live
cool.
King Washington.
That was
Cool.
really cool.
That's cool.
I think we should have went with that. Now we got this Trump thing, and
Yeah, we
Would've
could have
worked
still
out.
done. We could have still had the Washington family.
would have worked
ruling
out.
us.
He's probably got a great grandson that would have been awesome.
Probably.
He's probably got like cool hair and like a smile and everything.
And a smile.
That's what a president needs, or a
Yeah.
king.
President
excuse
does need a smile.
All currency will just be Washingtons.
me.
It's just different Washingtons.
Martha.
Different Washington. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Or
Albert.
just
Do you ever think about shit like that? Like if things just went a little different, like what
Yeah.
what would be?
Dude,
if the Russians didn't hack us, what would we be right now?
Wolfenstein New Order 2, man.
Bernie would have won. No. I think about that. Yeah, all the time with war shit. Like World War II pivoted this
Yeah.
or that way. Like what?
I think about every aspect of life, though. You know, like for
What
example, I just got in a car accident.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh,
I got rear-ended on the freeway,
fuck.
and it was a bummer. And then I thought to myself, I never go that way. And for some reason, I went that way this time. Why did
Yeah.
I do that? If I was stuck my usual, I would have gotten in the fucking car accident.
When I got backed into, I was leaving work and there were hot dogs at work, and I was done and everything, and it's like, oh, do you want a hot dog? They're ready. I was like, yeah, I'll stay and have a hot dog. I have a hot dog, and then I get backed into.
If you didn't have that hot
If I
dog,
did
that
not
was-
have that hot dog,
Hey, yeah.
would have been a-okay.
I was here editing late in
Yeah.
October, and I was like, I could just go home, or I get Chinese food, bring it back, and keep working. I really should go home. You need sleep. Don't give up on your work. Get the fucking Chinese food. And then I drove in, and then 5 cars collided into each other and hit me.
Oh.
It was like, had to stuff your fat fucking face.
Oh.
No, I honestly thought that. I honestly, I think I said that out loud to myself in my car. You had to fucking eat. You had to eat your fucking noodles, didn't you?
Yeah.
But the biggest one in my life, I don't know what the biggest one like that is in your life. The biggest one for me, where I think like if anything had pivoted, could have been different, is in 2002, I went to Disneyland for the first time in years.
right?
I went with Derek and Nicole.
Yeah.
And that was the time that I went. I was like, you know what? I'm older now. Fuck it. What rides can I go on and what can't I? Where's my
Right.
threshold?
Sure.
And I went on all these thrill rides I normally don't go on. I went on all the coasters and shit. I still can't believe I did that. But anyway, I was not feeling good that day.
I
But
believe
anyway, no. But I was like, all right, you know, it's like I went on one and I already felt whatever. It was like, well, at this point, fuck it, let's
Yeah.
go on 8 more. So I went on Big Thunder. Big Thunder really fucked with me, but I went on it and it derailed. and the
Right.
first time, and we all walked off of it.
Right.
That was the first time I ever went on that ride. I got to walk through it, so that was kind of cool.
That's kind of cool.
But like within days of it, it derailed and killed people.
Right.
And I
Didn't
just
it
think like,
decapitate a guy.
yeah, something like that.
It
That
crushed-
might have been,
It didn't decapitate. It crushed his chest.
Oh,
yeah. But I just think like, I mean, we kept trying to decide what day. I mean,
Yeah.
if I had gone later,
You
would
could
that
have
be
your
what I
chest
mean?
crushed. You got
I
a big,
mean-
you got like a buff chest though.
Yeah, I'm pretty padded out.
What hit him in the chest? The bones.
He was sitting in the very front row.
Yeah, and then
And it uncoupled, and basically the car went under the locomotive
the
and
big
crushed
train
his
thing in
chest.
front.
The big train in
Oh.
front
It's like you ran
came
into it.
uncoupled, and it kind of like he was
It
sitting
went
here,
up
and
into the.
it went up
passenger.
and crushed blunt force trauma to his chest.
Now there was a court case about it.
Who won?
There was a court case.
Yeah, go figure.
Disney.
It wasn't
They
pronounced
fought.
dead.
Disney came out okay. And I don't know what, but the ruling, what it was, and I'm curious to bring this up to the panel,
Uh-huh.
agree or disagree with this ruling. But they said that in writing that ride, you assume a level of risk.
No, you don't. No, you absolutely.
When you
No.
go onto a thrill ride, you
Nope.
assume a level of risk.
No, you don't.
But
No.
they say that about every ride too.
Dude,
if
they
you look
gotta,
up
no,
they
the,
gotta just make.
No.
I don't think
Now,
so.
They gotta pay off.
No.
Now, for me, here's how I see it. Default, I feel like that sounds like corporate fucking fuckery, you know.
Mm,
Now, if it's in the writing when you buy the ticket,
Yep.
that is your duty to read.
Yeah, it's in
Yeah.
the writing of
Then
every
don't
ride.
have your
is
fucking.
there.
If your ride's gonna kill me, then don't have your ride.
Mhm.
That is ridiculous.
But I mean, they hold all their shit to the highest safety standards.
anybody.
So
Yeah.
I think that's part of the.
well,
Yeah.
I think that was part of it too. Was that as long as we investigate this and find it to be up to the highest standard of safety possible,
well,
then they assume a level of risk.
well, they
in that,
they
you know.
assessed it incorrectly because someone died.
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
that was the-
their
yeah.
fault with the assessment because
That
it
was-
wasn't the safest way possible.
that was the first and I think only time somebody's died in the park, and it wasn't the person's fault. Every other time is
Has there
them
been
like
any other time?
of it being Disney's fault. No.
Yeah, ever?
No. That was the
Really?
first ever time a ride failed
And
and
killed
killed
someone.
somebody. Every other time somebody's died, they're doing something.
They've stood up or-
There's
yeah,
someplace there shouldn't be.
Totally.
They're
Yeah.
doing something they
Yeah,
shouldn't
even
be.
if, like,
I never thought
if
about
you
that.
put your
Every single
hand out the
people
car and
mover,
gets cut
everything.
off, that's on you.
Oh yeah.
But if the ride fucks up like that and kills you, that's on them.
Oh, yeah.
That's not my fault.
So did they pay? I mean, they lost.
It's settled out of court.
I
Settled,
think it was
though.
settled, yeah.
Okay.
But
It's
that
always
was.
settled.
well, that guy still died.
Yeah, but his family's probably
Yeah.
never.
I was gonna say I forgot. It's all coming back to me now. Reading about that, there were 2 instances.
Was there one after it?
No,
Before.
long before where something that wasn't someone's fault. I just
well,
remember.
it was
Being
the
crushed in
boat.
the-
It was the boat cleat.
Not that.
Then there's 3
Is there
because
3?
they were tying up the
What
boat
was the boat? though?
around the rope to tie down the Mark
Yeah.
Twain, and it kept going and ripped the cleat off, and it went into the crowd and hit somebody in the head, and he died later in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That was
Well,
fully on
the other
Disney. What
one
was
that
the
I
other
know
one?
about in the book that I read was it technically wasn't a ride system. Was when they had the mule rides. They had
Oh,
the
somebody kicked off?
mule rides.
So it kicked off?
And that was one of the quickest closed things by Walt. Like Walt
Oh,
was
yeah.
like, "We're done."
It's animals.
They had the most lawsuits ever over
Oh fuck.
any attraction was the mule
Yeah.
thing. And it's like, well, yeah, you have wild mules carrying
Yeah.
people around.
People,
Like the
you know, people are fucking stupid though. Beckett had a carnival at his school, and so we went, and they had horse rides, which is cool.
Mhm.
But these fucking dumbass moms are walking up behind the horse to take pictures of their kid. Like they're like, "Here's the horse's butt," and they're just like this, like, "Move,
You're
you're
gonna
gonna get
kicked.
fucking kicked. Move, move." And it's like you.
People don't understand like how strong wild animals.
No,
are.
yeah, but
or
it's like,
even domesticated animals.
do you not know that horses fucking kick people behind
Yeah.
them? Like
Yeah.
that's what they fucking
That's a
do.
take no
big
chances with
animal.
beasts,
No.
like,
Right?
at
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, but
No.
anyway, I was curious about the morality of
Nah.
what happened with that.
If I go on a roller coaster and then I die because of that roller coaster and it's nothing, I was doing what I was supposed to be doing correctly. That is on them. 100%.
I think they just consider it like I'm not defending it. I'm
Right.
actually just trying to walk
Yeah.
walk myself through the legality of it. I think it's like a mutual like thing where it's like you'll keep it up to the safest thing, and
Abide by your
I
rules.
acknowledge that still like strange things can happen, you know,
Sure.
kind of thing.
Like Fabio and the bird,
Yeah,
for
seagull.
example.
Yeah.
That was not.
That wasn't anyone's fault.
No.
That was the act of God.
Who's that
And I
seagull's
don't blame
fault.
anyone for that. That just
Exactly.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I think that's where it falls with whatever it came down to.
Is the risk in the ride or in the, because they have warnings all over if you have heart problems, back problems, don't ride it. Is the risk always in it can't be just it breaking.
Yeah, because that's where
you
I'm
run
stuck on it. It's
you run a risk
mechanical failure.
of your body not being able to handle it and things like that.
So maybe that was the question.
Running the risk isn't, hey, this might break and you'll die. I don't think it's about that. I think it's about, hey, things might happen. This is an extreme ride.
Yeah. So if you had a heart attack, well, I mean,
Well,
you
but
ran the risk. We
that,
didn't know.
That to me is exactly. That's
you run the risk.
I put myself in that position.
Yeah.
But when the
it
train
breaks and
derails
flings
and
you.
then
That's
crushes
yeah.
me,
That's
then
different.
I'm
That is not.
Yeah.
I'd be
way to
curious
go.
to look that up again and
Yeah.
see exactly the wording of that. Because you're right. You're right on that. That's interesting. I always hear about the infamous head crushing in the Carousel Theater
Oh, fuck that.
between the walls, but there are people who worked there that said the girl was it was like
She
being
was
stupid.
Yeah, they said she would do that all the time.
She would see how long it was a game of how much longer can I keep my head between the walls before they.
In the Carousel of Progress?
Once it became America Sings, because there was a show in there after Carousel of Progress with like
Before
animatronic animals.
innovation?
Fun
Yes.
game.
Okay. Ooh, so someone died in that.
Yeah, they
in
put
there.
their head in there. They got
Head
crushed.
Head
crushed.
cut off, crushed.
And they said
Haunted, I bet.
so. Yeah, there was all this hubbub about Disney and like how could they do this? But then there were people involved that I guess said like she played a game.
Yeah,
That's
she
what
lost.
that's what it
She
was.
lost the game.
So that was the end.
No
of that.
continues on that game. He
No-
liked it.
No extra tokens.
Yeah. Hey, Sean, that's a cool new hat. Is that a new era?
I think so.
I like
going to the
that.
ball game
That's
today?
because
we got
it's kind of the wrong
game today, Sean.
It's a wrong team, but
Why?
we got another new
That's
era
cool.
hat here that someone sent
Yeah, I
in.
think you should wear
They gave
this
that to
one.
me?
Wear this
Yeah.
tonight.
Yeah, it came in the PO box yesterday.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I mean, it's a nice brand too.
Pretty
Look at
bent.
Wear it tonight. No more.
Look at you.
ponders.
Hey,
yeah.
that's like you went from like fitted, like young Sean to like dad Sean.
Yeah,
like,
it's a dad Sean.
I'm gonna maybe drive a pickup truck.
Yeah,
get
I'll drive
sweaty,
a fucking truck. Yeah.
chew tobacco.
Yeah. Wait, ready? Cool
Whoa,
Sean.
Back to prep. Cool
and
Sean.
then Dad Sean.
What up?
Yeah. You know what? Here, one second. Let me get the look a little better.
Yeah, look a little better. There you
Tuck
go.
in my t-shirt to my
There you go.
jeans.
I thought you were doing
Like
something.
people in the Midwest do who wear these hats. A second.
Yeah, there's some people in Tucson that wear those hats. There you go. It's hot in here. You got some pit stains.
I got,
too?
I got,
Put your-
yeah.
put your
yeah,
stains up.
Yeah, stains up.
Just be like,
Stains out.
yep.
Pick-
I
pick
had
up
sex last night on a tractor.
on a fucking tractor.
I can't pay attention to anything you're saying about E3.
Ugh, I'm just gonna sit like this, like all the
You
dads
know,
sit like.
I was kind of excited before the Sony thing started. I was kind of excited about it, but I just felt like I lost interest because I had sex last night.
Damn.
I can't pay no attention. I had me some sex
Right there on John Deere.
right on the top of the tractor. Them tractor girls are all the same.
Yeah.
Hook, ding.
Hit that spittle.
Did you ever have a relative that spit like
Yeah.
tobacco?
No.
Well, I got a boss that does it.
Oh
like
man!
to me at 9 o'clock this
No.
morning.
I went to the baseball game 2
In my
days
trash
ago,
can in
and
my
some guy
office.
kept spitting. I didn't like that. He
Yeah.
was from Illinois.
The construction dudes that come into my fucking office, like my office trash has just paper in it. And I should take this back. My boss doesn't do this, but there's a couple motherfuckers that do. And they spit their fucking tobacco
They're
into the like trash can. And sometimes like, oh, I didn't want to throw that paper away.
Oh, it's
And I go,
your
get it
trash?
out, and there's like
No.
brown
Oh,
shit spit, dude.
Shit.
All
Do you
over-
know-
and I'm like, who the fuck was in here?
Tony Gwynn Jr. has a story
Yeah.
about his dad used to chew tobacco.
Yeah.
And that's why he died, actually.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But there was a time that he thought it was a soda cup and he drank out of it. And
Yeah.
it was his like tobacco spit that he
Yeah.
drank.
Yikes.
And that he said because of that he never ever ever chewed tobacco.
He died of cancer.
Yeah,
Tony
it
Gwynn.
was jaw cancer and throat cancer because of the chewing
because of the
tobacco.
fucking
Oh
chewing
man,
tobacco.
I'm sure that was worth it.
That
Jesus.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
I mean, how obvious is it? It directly affects the area where you applied it.
Yeah.
yeah, don't
and I
do
bet
it.
he stopped. He couldn't have done it for more than like 10, 20 years.
He played for a while. Yeah, but then he got cancer and started becoming a advocate, like telling people don't do it.
Well, they
Obviously.
already the NFL or
MLB
had already switched to like you can't.
Yeah, you can't on the
Yeah,
field.
on the field it's all gum,
No,
right?
You had to have
Okay.
gum or sunflower seeds, right?
Yeah, and a lot of times people, it looks like they have it because they put a lot of sunflower seeds or
Yeah.
gum in there because they're just used to that feeling.
Yep.
So they do that instead.
What a nightmare existence.
Yeah.
In 2017, you chew tobacco or smoke cigarettes. Like, imagine that being fucking real.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Even
why?
vaping, as much as I don't care about it or whatever,
Yeah.
at least that seems
Go
futuristic
green.
to me.
At least it's fucking progress in some way.
yeah.
It's way cheaper. They were talking about that on
I
a
bet.
radio show.
Yeah.
People that spent like hundreds and hundreds of dollars on cigarettes.
Yeah, they're like $8 or $9 a pack now, right?
Well, and then people
They added
buy
in the
their
tax.
Oh,
like
without the
vape
tax, before
juice
tax.
online in bulk, so they just it's like nothing. They
Yeah.
mix their own shit.
You get a
and they-
chocolate vape juice and turn on your YouTube
Ugh.
channel and go, hey, everybody.
Yeah. Well,
enjoy COPD and popcorn lung.
Yeah, what about popcorn lung? I'm waiting on the vape thing to hear if it's healthy or not. We still don't
they
really
already
know.
said there's some iffy things.
If I
about it.
hear
Yeah.
it's fine, guess what? I'm every podcast.
What flavor, dude? Condensed milk?
that can't be a real thing.
Jake, let me taste it. It's good.
Condensed milk.
Yeah, shout out to my boy Innes.
Ew, no way.
Dude, condensed
Ew.
milk, and it was like mixed with coconut or something. It was fucking good.
Ugh.
Taste. It's
I'll
interesting.
go eat yogurt.
I got a couple friends that have
I'm like,
those.
how does-
Oh, let me
I don't
eat
need,
my
I don't need
yogurt.
to
Yeah,
vape
yeah.
that.
I got a couple friends that have those big vape mods, and I'll be like, "What do you got in there? No nicotine, like 3%? Well, whatever. Let me taste it." And I'll try it, and it is like such a dense flavor, but inhaling it fucking hurts.
Does it?
Yeah, I don't get. I don't know. I don't smoke anything, so it's just fucking. You cough like crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, it's not air. There's no fucking oxygen in those big clouds.
Yeah.
Did you ever try the strawberry cough? You ever tried that?
No, strawberry cough. What do they call that?
Hey, now you tried the strawberry cough.
Let's
I'm
have some
Michael
music.
Caine.
Let's
I'm
have some
Michael
music.
Caine.
Do you remember?
Do you
was
know
like-
what, do you know what this is?
LEG.
Children of Men.
Children of Men.
He's
Oh,
so
yeah.
fucking good in that movie.
Children of Men is a fucking
That
good
movie is amazing.
And daily I encounter people. What is that?
You know what it is?
Yeah, how
Is
do you
in the
not know that?
mid 2000s,
Yeah.
movies were all forgotten. Like everything that was made then
Yeah.
has been brushed to the wayside, and
Yeah.
no one really cares.
That
But
one was.
That will surface. Some will surface again as
It better.
a classic.
No one even knows. Like that actor, the main guy,
Clive
Clive
Owen?
Owen.
Clive Owen.
Yeah.
I've only seen him in like Sin City. He did.
Yeah.
He was in
Second
Closer.
What was that?
That's with Natalie Portman and Jude Law and
Yeah, I don't know that one.
someone else, another girl.
Like he's so good in that, and I haven't seen him good like in anything else. He was good in Sin City.
Yeah.
I wasn't into Sin City.
I liked
That came
it.
out-
I just rewatched.
All my
it.
I
friends
liked
liked it, and I was like,
I loved it when it
care.
came out, and I just rewatched it like 2 weeks ago, and that's a great like I'm hanging out at night and I want to watch it. It's it's such a dark movie.
Time to hang out at night.
Time to hang out at night. And
I liked Sin City, Viva Rock Vegas, or what was the second one?
you just did the Flintstones.
What was it called?
Who cares?
No one saw that one.
Sin City.
Didn't see that one. Didn't care.
Creme de la Creme.
It was
or
like
what was it?
It was like 10
Syntax.
years too late.
Yeah, it was way too late.
Yeah, no one
Seriously, that came out and it was like, oh, that
cares. Yeah, no
Sin
one-
City had a look to
a
it.
Dame to Kill For.
Yeah,
Whatever.
and A Dame to Kill For had a look of like it looked like 300 more than it looked like Sin City.
Yeah.
And that sequel is too late too.
Yeah.
They made. I forgot they made that.
I think is it the same fucking company making those?
Maybe,
things?
but
Yeah.
that was way, way, way too late.
Dude, you took the sticker off.
Yeah.
Oh,
my hat.
that's no
You
good anymore.
fucking-
My hat, my
noob.
rules.
That's what he
That's
does.
so
You
fucking
could've-
noob.
You could have sold that for a
You know what though?
pretty penny.
That is a dad move.
Yeah.
Major
makes
dad
sense.
move.
You don't want to like
Alright, it's
carrying the
authentic.
baby, blinding
Real,
them
it's
with
the real
Yeah,
deal.
You
fucking
need like some
father-
dirt. You
father
need to be
time
like,
here.
oh, get that sweat stain.
Sweat stain, and I'm gonna kind of like
Faded.
rub it on the asphalt and
Don't
get
do
that
that.
like little
Don't do that.
worn. Look.
No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
do that.
And then I'm going to get my Arkansas Razorbacks shirt because I love college football from Arkansas.
Okay.
And
you bet on it?
what?
You bet on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I bet a lot on it.
Did you just check if you won?
I know, but
Did
I'm
you
out
lose?
of laundry detergent. Sorry. And the Padres are winning. No, they're losing. We're losing.
Well,
I'm
that
going-
wraps up
I'm going to that game tonight.
for me.
Yeah, me too.
I don't know. You have any final E3 thoughts? You want to keep
Well, I'm just debating if I want to stream tomorrow or what. Like, is Nintendo's thing going to be worth that? I don't know.
It's so short.
going? You might not give a fuck if you have sex tonight. Then last
Yeah, if
night.
I have sex tonight,
I have
won't care
sex so
tomorrow.
often that's why I don't care about anything.
You're so lucky. You're
I
married.
Fuck so much you're exhausted.
I am.
Sean
get
is
it.
so lucky.
I like to
guys.
save it.
He's
You
married.
know, I
married.
save my loads up and I just wait.
People say they don't have sex when they're married. That is not true.
I'm saving it.
You save it like a sperm
Yep.
bank right in your own
Yep.
in your own vault.
I've yet to.
You've got your own vault.
I've yet to erupt once.
Wow.
You don't feel backed up at all?
No, I do VR shit, and I just pretend.
You mean TM?
What?
Oh,
Yeah.
transcendental meditation.
So we'll see. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream. Maybe I won't. If you guys check Twitter and if you see tweets about it, it's happening. And if you don't, I'm catching Z's. If you're
Yeah.
like, why no tweets about this? I'll be in the dream space.
Gotta eat your din first.
I'll be in the dream space. Just I'll be in the hotel talking to my son through a TV. You know what I'm saying?
Torgo, I can't
Daddy.
remember his name, but he said he bought me that hat, so thank you for the hat.
Oh, Torgo did it.
Thanks, Torgo.
Yeah,
that wasn't his name, but it was something like that.
There's a guy in the
you.
Marines. He wrote that letter. He's really
Oh.
into it.
That's nice. Is it from him?
It's from him.
Oh.
That was by the way, my favorite line in The Last Temptation of Christ. He's got semen backed up in his brain.
Yeah. That was a Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe was Christ. The
Yeah.
person who says that line was Irvin Kershner, who
Oh.
directed Empire Strikes Back. For
Yeah.
some reason, he acts in that movie.
acts in that movie.
Scorsese threw him in.
Mr.
It's like,
Kushner.
yeah.
I need you to say this line. No one else will say it. You
Boot
get me.
camp.
Yeah, boot camp's rough, bro.
Yeah, my cousin did that. So my brother-in-law. They just
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
I remember my brother-in-law went in.
Yeah, he's out
How's
now.
he doing now?
He's graduated college.
Did he
Right.
do his 4
That's
years GI Bill and he's out?
Yeah, they paid for his college.
Fuck yeah. I
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, it's cool.
All right. Well, Sony usually ends with some lame song. So, like, you want to sing Kevin? Take me to church or something.
I'm feeling like a dog in the bed of the night. Tom 7 or 2, and I've been 7 to fight. I'm 7 to 5, and I'm 7 to
You ran a lyric.
steady, 'cause I'm steady. Take me to church. I'm staring like a dog at the shrine of your life. Don't carry my sins, 'cause then I'll open my knife. I don't know the song, but it's really cool because I'm hosing.